Welcome back, everybody. So, Varl is done, pretty much, and we can move on, but we're not gonna, because of course there's lots of chatting to be done and other things. Let's check our emails. What do we got going on in here? Sorry, refugees. Oh my goodness. Information about the Ark? Well, that's very important business. We also have something from this man on Varl. So yeah, the Nexus has sent a team down there, and that's wonderful. We can go down there and talk to them. We're gonna do that, I guess, but not right away. We're just on Varl. Let's go do something else. Oh, Liam, my favorite character. Well, that's a very interesting message there. It is I. I love how he starts this message. That's pretty good. Well, he's very grateful. That's wonderful. We gotta eat right, guys. We gotta take care of our writer. This game needs like sim style gameplay where we can choose when to eat and how to eat. This would have made this game Game of the Year, surely. So Ephra is impressed, but is he impressed enough? Probably not. And Liam just keeps sending me movies. Jeez, Liam. Stop torrenting stuff on... I didn't forget the name of the ship. I did not do that. The Tempest. You cannot prove I did that. It didn't happen, okay? Okay, these are old messages. Alright. That is quite a frame rate spike there. Well, Cora wants to talk, but Suvi and his name, they're right here. We're going to talk to them first.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Why does the frame rate get so low when it cuts to that particular angle? That's very strange.
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for?
Oh, Ryder, you're adorable.
I know.
Oh, it's just a bunch of investigations, except for this romantic option. Well, I think we could just stick to the professional stuff first.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
Did I just ask her this? Wait.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
FTL sensor. So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was?
Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
Okay, I don't like when the game puts a new response in the same place as an old response. That confuses me.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I think we'll hold off on this. I don't want to commit to any characters yet. I'm assuming that's what this does.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
Also, what is Batarian music? I'm just going to say it's rap, because that's just the funniest possible answer to that question. So I want to check something, because something's up. Okay, it is... Wait, is it? No, it is. It's doing the thing that I want to do. Okay. This game is running weird. And it shouldn't be running weird. Okay. Let's chat with Callow.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake, maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Well, that was a short conversation. Okay, so you could talk to PB, I guess. Although I know Cora is just waiting a long time. Oh, wait. Is PB not in her room? Where could she be? I guess I could look at the map. I don't feel like it, though. Well, before we do any more talking, actually, I just want to head over to the research station.
Have you talked with Joe much? Oh yeah, trading swear words.
Really? That's what you asked him about?
A completely different tech base. You start there. You want to talk shop? Talk shop. I want to know it.
Well, let's check the strike team. I haven't played this game in a bit, actually, so they're all done. Alright, they did it. Oh man, Mike team leveled up. They grow up so fast. They were all successful. That's fantastic. Let's do this mission, I guess. No, I do not want to play this in multiplayer. These are all like 89% plus missions. They'll be fine. My strike teams aren't completely garbage. They should be able to handle this. Yeah, what we got? Oh, a Phalanx 3. Speaking of guns, look at this amazing segue. Let's maybe build some stuff. I don't know. I kind of want to check out some more of those heat guns. I forget where they are. Are they here? Yeah, I got this. They're right here. I know what I'm doing. So the Shadow was pretty fun. But there's also the Inferno. And I did enjoy the Shadow. It was a fun gun. So I might want to beef it up a little bit, or maybe try this one out. There's also a shotgun. These guns are all kind of neat. 3-shot bursts. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of weapon, generally. Oh, I do remember this gun. I do like this gun, actually. I have so much data. Let's just make some stuff. take this thing to rank 2. Why not 3? Let's just go for it. I really like using this thing. And the Shadow, I think it was a pretty good time using that, so let's just grab a couple of ranks in this as well. I'll make these one day, you'll see. Oh, I can't get this because I'm not high enough level. A whole new roadblock to progress. Can't get all the fun stuff immediately, jeez. Okay, I probably can't even make this gun. Yeah. Yeah, I need a lot of whatever this is. Vanadium. Okay. I probably should have... Hold on, where do you even find that? Oh, orbital scan. Alright, mind with the Nomad. That's great. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I'll definitely remember that I need to get that. I have a fantastic memory, guys. It's excellent. How about those other shadows? Oh, I can make the new shadow, though. And it doesn't require any... I forgot what it's called already. Vanadium. I don't need to use any of my other gun stuff on this thing. Let's get this made. I should maybe try to augment it. I haven't really done that at all, have I? Well, augments, for the most part, are only kind of okay. Like, they give you really, really tiny bonuses to things. But if you stacked a few of the same kind, it might be something substantial. Although I am kind of reluctant to use any of them right now. Forget it. I don't want to use any augments on like a 3 gun. This isn't even a max gun. I'm going to get rid of this at some point. Just be a waste. Okay. It's like the main problem with the Shadow is that it was kind of weak, but now it probably won't be that weak. It'll probably be pretty good now. Well, I probably should talk to Cora. She's in here, right? Yeah, she is in here. I hope this monkey doesn't annoy her at all.
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
How is this big-ass hijack in your... Wait a minute. Look at how big he is. Look at how big he is. Look at how big her head is compared to him. How does that even happen? Come on.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
Well, someone's a fan.
No, I just like... Look, we need someone with her experience, that's all.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
A reason to go back to Eos. Could the radiation have decreased there? I guess we'll have to find out. Well, got some fun stuff going on in here. So let me actually find out where everyone is. Yeah, she's in the same spot she's supposed to be in, and that's Liam hanging out over there. Phoebe is there for some reason. Well, I guess we could talk to Liam or something. He's right here.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Yeah, we could have some drinks, have a few laughs. We could even talk about the films after we watch them. Have a nice little round table discussion. That might be fun. well. Don't need to be in there, actually.
Feeling okay?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Oh, God. I don't want to do this right now.
Thanks for the insight.
That's a little more talking than I want to do with her at the moment.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Well, that was enlightening. Wait. I have to spend AVP points. I have a whole point. Okay, I usually go for the commerce pods, if I have any good ones. We can't get another trade capacity just yet. I think there's more of these. I don't remember. I hope there's more. I'm pretty sure there's more. We can just get a nice steady bit of income at regular intervals. That's actually pretty good. So is this. I just want to check the other ones real quick. None of those are really jumping out at me, although this sounds pretty neat. Well, what do I need at regular intervals? Suppose it wouldn't be bad to have research points. Whoops, I didn't want to click that. I want to click this. This sounds pretty good. Maybe I should just get this now, while it's still relatively early in the game. I don't know. I'm almost at a new point, so it'll be fine. I'll get a new point in, like, the first hour of a new planet or whatever.
Your ship's layout confuses me.
Bridges 4, engine rooms aft, medbay starboard. Smart stuff up front, powers in back.
That helps.
AB, do you really need to use your biotics right now to float like that? You're just showing off.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kinda lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks. And Jal. That book hasn't even been written yet, has it? Exciting.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Are you still floating? Wait, she not floating? Okay, she's not floating. All right. I don't know why that was even happening. So John is down here doing... Oh, he's checking out my blinged out... Nomad. That's the Nomad. I haven't played this game in a little bit, okay? You shut up.
Yes?
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Oh, God. Well...
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
An internal lens focuses an image onto the retina where it becomes electrical impulses that are deciphered by the brain.
You took my sarcasm as an invitation to show off. Pitiful.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She is beloved. I love her.
People are willing to die for her. She sounds pretty special.
She is. I hope you get to know her.
Well, enough about that. What's your story, Joel? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
You're messing with me, right?
Possibly. What does that mean?
It's an idiom. Means you're joking, trying to make me feel uncomfortable.
Ah, then no. Ephra instructed me to be cautious. I'm not very good at being cautious.
Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Well, I guess he's just gonna hang out here. Well, he's doing something. Busy with some kind of ball thing. That must be their version of the Omni tool. Maybe. Okay.
There you are. Gotcha.
Am I interrupting?
Nope. I go the way the wind blows. You're here now, so you're the wind. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Oh man, we can play poker with Gil. A little less interesting than playing games with our previous engineer friends, but whatever. So, hold on. I want to see. Wait, why doesn't he count as being here? Like, wait a minute. How is that a different floor? What? Why is that a different okay, whatever. Whatever. I just want to see. Alright, Vetra's over here. Alright. I just want to find out where everybody else is. I like how they don't let you walk when you're on that, when it's moving. Well, if they let you walk, you might do something dumb or break everything. So it's probably for the best.
Your take on the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh, yeah. You lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy. Do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
And that'd be real bad if Ryder overheard that comment. Because she'd totally do something about it, because Ryder is such a badass. What are you assholes talking about behind my back? These guys do fire drills? Well, alright then. I guess that makes sense. Well, let's see what you guys have to say.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Oh my god, so many people want me to go back to the Nexus. Almost like there's a bunch of side quests to do there or something.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the Ryder name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
Anything about the cat? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I'd crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant, Keep your distance. Don't let them get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them in the red, fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
I like how they couldn't record like two versions of this. Just the one line over and over again. Oh no. That's perfect.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we can talk later. You can tell me more about fighting Ket. Maybe Vetra can tell me about fighting some Ket. Could use some advice, I think.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving, and everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Bleh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda Initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Well, we've talked to a lot of people, and that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, actually. So I think it's time to change the threads up a little bit. Been using this red outfit for a little while. Let's figure something new out. So, oh my, that looks terrible. Well, why don't we go for a little black outfit? And instead of red, how about... Oh, that's a great color. Oh god. Oh no, I don't want to rotate Ryder. I don't like this interface at all, actually. It's kind of a pain to change the color. Yeah, look, a little Halloween color, even though it's December. And this video probably won't be going live in December. Well, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Actually, it won't. I just checked. No, it won't. Okay. This is only a few months behind, but that's not a big deal. I really wish the color of the little Andromeda Initiative logo would change. That's always going to be blue on the headphones themselves, and it just doesn't match the rest of the outfit. Although the orange does match the amazing explosion behind Blasto there, so that's pretty amazing. I kind of love this little robot. That's pretty good. So we have a couple of places to do. A couple of places to go and things to do. We have to go to the Nexus, and we have to go to EOS. We're not going to do that right now.
Learn piloting.
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
We're not going to go right now. This video is kind of long. We'll do that next time, though. So next time, we're probably going to go to EOS. I want to try those new guns out, and we might be able to do more stuff there. Maybe, hopefully. See you guys then.